Okay, what's going on, everybody?
I'm gone.
My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. We're playing a little bit of Wrath of the Righteous here. And, yeah, you know, it's just one of the best games ever made, that's all. So I finished recording the Demon Core playthrough, so that's all done now, ready to be finished. And the other day, the 22nd, I got a message from Owlcat Games, from their community manager, whatever, giving me a key, a full key for Rogue Trader, and I was, you know, given early access to it, like press access, which is pretty wild, to be honest, because the game doesn't come out till like the 8th.
There's something here.
So I don't know what I'm all gonna do with that, but I have started recording a Let's Play.
Call me again if you...
So there will be a full Let's Play of Rogue Trader. I don't know how many videos I'll have, like, ready.
Damn. It's just not my lucky day. This was simple enough.
I think the release is the 7th, I think, and the embargo goes up the 6th. So we'll have to find something otherwise to upload until then. But yeah, I should have a decent number of videos ready. It's going to be a long Let's Play, of course. There's a lot of dialogue, a lot of things going on. But so far, it's looking to be a pretty sweet game, especially if you're into 40K like I am. So, you know, even if I don't end up doing any sort of sponsorship or anything like that, it was just really nice of them. So yeah, that's that.
I do what I must.
We'll finish Demon Core and then eventually get to Rogue Trader.
Get another option.
We also, of course, have plenty of Fire Emblem. We are just about done with the 6th game, Binding Blade. And soon that'll move on to the Blazing Blade, the first English release. Yeah, that'll just... So we're gonna have... I mean, like... We're gonna have Fire Emblem for weeks and weeks. We're gonna have Rogue Trader for weeks and weeks. There's not gonna be a tremendous amount of variety, I guess, but that's the way it goes. You know, I'm not like a streamer that does like 8 hours a day and we can just get through big games in a week.
You should have run.
Okay.
Make every strike count.
But that's all good. And have been doing Two Brothers Play, of course. And coming up pretty soon, I think, on like 4 years of Two Brothers Play. Crazy how time flies.
No glory without risk.
Hey, Lennon. And, so, you know, we had been doing some Archipelago stuff, but all of them pretty much ended in failure for one reason or another. So last night we switched over to... Total War, Warhammer 3. Any chance of an Underrail playthrough? You know, I recorded one video for it so far. And I'm not sure. Like, it ended with me dying. And I don't know if I'll pick it up again soon now with Rogue Trader going. It seemed like kind of a hard game to get into at the start. Like literally, like my first combat encounter in the game, like an actual encounter, I just got obliterated in like a turn. So it wasn't very promising. But I mean, there were a lot of cool mechanics that I saw.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Too late for apologies.
Into the fray.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Also, best games of all time. Like I said, I'm kind of at a spot where I'm not crazy about the few games that I have to cover next. Like, next is the original Devil May Cry, which I have very little interest in, but I also don't feel comfortable just skipping games because I don't care for it. I mean, that doesn't seem to be in the spirit of the series. So, you know.
You won't survive me.
I'll just have to do it.
Better start running.
Have to do it.
I'll hit you!
Over on the Exploring series.
Don't hold back.
Put out a video on Sacrum Humanum Imperium, which seemed to do pretty well viewership wise. I definitely saw some negative comments from people that are like, oh, I didn't know we're doing SCPs now that are just blatant rip-offs of better, you know, universes and better writing. Like, okay.
We do it my way.
Sure.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
And tomorrow's video is on Khorne, the god of rage, the god of blood, carnage, and warfare, and the color red. Read the Spear Enchiridion. Teaches a lot about spear builds and playstyle. Spear is the most fun, powerful, and beginning carrier melee weapon. Wow. And when I started, you know, I saw that there were psychic abilities, and it's like a whole, you know, any game that has psychic abilities, I have to go psychic, because that's like my favorite thing. But I even said, I'm like, this is probably going to bite me in the ass for a first time play. And I should just go like Unga Boinga Club or something.
This will be the stuff of legend.
New Risk of Rain looking kind of crazy. The Risk of Rain returns something. Yeah, I mean, I liked the original Risk of Rain, even though I didn't play it a whole lot. I do recall beating it once. I think I liked it more than the sequel.
Are we ready to move out?
If I ever see Sarkoris Green again,
I'm all ears.
Yeah, so tomorrow's video is on Korn. Not the most interesting deific entity of all time. It's just a lot of blood and then some more blood and maybe a little blood on the side. But some great visuals with Korn. Let's just say you can throw spears, and there's a feat that auto crits with one attack. There's a spear build that uses metathermics, aka fire and ice psionics, in the Enchiridion. Wow. I mean, those were certainly all words in the English language. Yeah, but that was the impression I got from the game, is there's just a lot to the builds. And from what I read, like, it's very easy to have a shitty build in that game where you just, like, cannot beat it. Which, in theory, I really like. It's just... could make for a tough, blind playthrough, I guess.
A trivial task.
What a discovery.
Did we step on their toes as well?
Okay, okay, I guess we're going in.
Well, that happened. Oh, well.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's just... like, I really was, like, planning to do an Underrail playthrough. And then they gave me the Rogue Trader key, and it was just like, that appeals to me a bit more, I guess. That's what I like to see. Yeah. Ooh, is that all but one? All but one go straight into the pit? Delicious. Gorham better than corn? Blood for Gorham. Ooh, it's a hot take.
they don't know how fragile they are. Yeah.
that sucks.
You should have run.
The light, take you!
But yeah, so,
Surrender or else.
that's kind of about it. Okay, so you would recommend then for Underrail not going in blind. You would recommend like reading up on guides, tips, builds, stuff like that.
Make every strike count.
Because for a lot of games, you know, people that are familiar are just like, okay, you know, go in blind, just experience it, blah, 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 don't read anything, stuff like that.
This will hurt.
Like, he's just right on the edge. I don't have reach. Shit. He's immune to magic missile, of course.
Too late for apologies.
And Ember can't hit shit for dick.
Clawing time.
All he does is throw fucking bombs.
Don't hold back.
Into the
Yeah,
fray!
I knew she was gonna get sucked in. Shit. Then he went back. Oh, God.
I'll hit you.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Pretty much going blind on Underrail is suicide. Oh, well, that's good to know. See, I should have realized that before I started.
Mind over muscle.
Also, when it comes to guns, assault rifles are the most OP and simple. Just go burr. Well, that's sort of true to real life as well, I think. Well, maybe shotguns are the most OP and simple.
You won't stop us.
There we go. Alright, let's stop this. God. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of about it. Yeah. That's kind of it. I did order the new Steam Deck, the Steam Deck OLED. So I should be getting that this week. I'll have some thoughts on it. I don't really know why I bought it, because I don't go anywhere, but it just seemed cool, and they had the limited edition, and how can you pass up a limited edition? So, yeah, that's that. I don't, you know, kind of it. Shotguns have a little bit of complexity over assault rifles due to leading shot feet and AoE stuff, but ain't much. Yeah, I meant in real life. Shotguns are pretty simple and OP to use. Steam Decks for when you're on the toilet. Ah, yes. That does make sense. You're right. That will probably be a good use case for it. I can play Cataclysm. I can play Cataclysm on the toilet. I mean, you can already do that because it's on phones, but I've tried Cataclysm on the phone in the past, and I tried it again this week just for shits and giggles. I have no idea how people play CDDA on a phone. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. Like, take the most, like, obtuse, like... like, with a keyboard, CDDA is already really, like, tricky and over the top with hotkeys and all that sort of key bindings. But then take the keyboard away and put it just on a phone.
A failure is just
But there are people
success.
that play for, like, hours and hours. They have, like, long-running games on their phone of CDDA. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to a lot of people. I see it pop up on the subreddit. Anytime anyone posts like a screenshot and they're playing on their phone, it's like, how the fuck do you do this? Have I ever played Neo Scav? I think I tried it for like a little bit. I watched Ambiguous Amphibians videos on it, which is what prompted me to try it myself. It didn't really like gel with me. I mean, maybe I need to give it another shot, but it's just with a lot of survival sort of games now. CDDA just kind of ruins everything for me. Because there was another game I tried. It was like, what the fuck was it called? There's been a bunch of kind of like roguelikes that I've tried, and nothing has clicked like CDDA. I tried Kenshi. That didn't really gel with me. Neo Scav, Caves of Kud, Zomboid. There was another one that wasn't quite... I mean, it was sort of similar, but it was like prehistoric, like cavemen, sort of Unreal World, which was meant to be sort of a deep survival simulation of like prehistoric times. But yeah, nothing has clicked. The younger you are, the more your entire life exists on the phone. I think you might be right. Because Lego and I have both brought this up on different occasions about how we're just kind of astounded how much, like, people use their phones. But for us, like, you know, we didn't really grow up with smartphones. We grew up with... I mean, I didn't even have, like, a basic cell phone until I was probably in high school. But we grew up with computers, you know, and we were big on PCs and all that. And so it's just our first thought for anything like that related is like, okay, how do I do this on a PC? It's never, how do I access this or do this or whatever on my phone? Which I guess is sort of a boomer tendency, but I don't know. My dad and my mom, they spend all their time on tablets. Like, they never go on a computer, really. So, I don't know. I don't know. Have I tried Dungeon Odyssey? Or have I ever read Dungeon Odyssey? Have I ever read Dungeon Odyssey? Oh, it's a manga? No, I have never read any manga ever. I have read comics. I've read some graphic novels. I've seen some anime, but I have never read manga. You grew up with a tablet. Once you got a PC, you never look back. You're 21, so you're an early Zoomer. It's just, I don't... There's no better way to interact with media and information than on a PC. Every time I have to type onto my phone with a touchscreen, I just hate it. I just hate it. I have, like, never completed a full sentence on there without making some sort of typo. There was a golden time where we had, like, keypads. And you could just, you know, slide it out and boom, keypad, you could press buttons. But... yeah, I don't know. I think when they went full touchscreen, I actually was like, oh, this is cool. It's a full screen, like, you know. And look how thin these phones are, and oh my gosh. But then I didn't realize what I was losing. And they'll never go back, because I'm sure slide-out keyboards and all those sort of things were just like... there were too many mechanical failures. And, yeah, I guess not enough people want it for it to really matter. You get it, it's called sausage fingers. I mean, that perfectly well could be it. But regardless of the reason, I hate it. Whereas a keyboard, I mean, oh, how perfect.
It went splendidly.
Spend a couple hundred on an amazing mechanical keyboard, and you know, you'll be happy. Without fucking around on a touch screen. Yeah, I mean, it's... and then people watch... I mean, really, if you want to get really into, like, Zoomer brain rot, people will watch entire movies on their phone vertically on TikTok in like 80 parts. You know, I think like when Christopher Nolan or something came out and he was like, you know, this movie is meant to be watched, you know, on a theater screen. It's not for phones or something like that. And it's like, all right, you know, it's a little bit of a boomer attitude. You get a nice big phone and you've got it on a stand horizontally. Like, it's not the worst way to watch a movie, but no, the kids, they have found a way. They have found the worst way to watch movies. You're 42, you do that too? Oh my god, I can't imagine. Like, why wouldn't you just sit and watch a movie? I don't know. I guess, like, if you're scrolling and something catches your eye, I guess. It's a manhwa, a Korean manga. It's colored, the art style is very unique. It's about a dude that manages a dungeon, battles, forms alliances with other dungeon nobles. Huh. I have never played Dungeon Keeper, no. Yeah, I need to read more in my life, I guess. There's so many 40K books I need to read that I just haven't gotten around to. I don't know. I mean, I guess there is no wrong way to watch a movie. There's just better and worse ways to watch movies. But yeah, I mean, people certainly just live on their phones, and that's the only, like, technological medium that they have and they utilize. And that's kind of alien to me. I do use my phone, but really it's just to, like, get texts, make calls once in a while. When I'm on the toilet, that's pretty much it. Because otherwise I have a computer. But I'm a little, you know, I don't really go anywhere. I don't travel. I don't have a commute, so on and so forth. So I guess in some ways it's not really surprising that society is kind of developed towards a focus all around this one piece of tech that everyone has, everyone carries with them everywhere. It's not really surprising. You know, in Shadowrun, I'm pretty sure that was the case. You think they do it because it's free movies? Yeah, I mean, I suppose that is also an argument. And I'm surprised that there hasn't been, like, more crackdowns from TikTok. Or pressure on TikTok to remove all these movies. Because I have absolutely scrolled through TikTok and have seen scenes, like, from movies. I don't, like, sit there and watch the whole movie, but yeah, I mean, it's not like fucky. Like, I remember there was a time on YouTube where they would do all sorts of shit to try and, like, confuse the copyright censors, and so they'd have it play in, like, a little window with, like, you know, some other background on most of the screen, or they'd reverse it. I think probably on TikTok they still do the flipping, the reversing to try and confuse it. I think I've seen sometimes where they'll alter the tone of the audio a little bit. But yeah, I mean, generally it's just like you're sitting there and watching a movie. I don't know. People can do what they want, I guess. Doesn't really affect me in any way. And I'm sure most of my exploring series views come from people on their phone. And what do I really care? You know? The series is mostly intended as, like, audio anyways. There's no way I'm gonna remember this. No, I don't remember. But yeah. You're on your phone because your PC ain't working. Pure hell, you just want to play Wrath of the Righteous. My condolences. Wanting to play Wrath of the Righteous and not being able to. It's certainly a great nightmare.
Damn! It's just not my lucky day. Lead on! What's that there?
Their life ends here.
Aw, damn it. That was inevitable.
I'll remove this obstacle.
But yeah, I mean, that's probably about all I have to say.
No glory without risk!
You've crossed the wrong month.
My house is all decorated for the holidays now. I should record some more footage for another, like, house tour. 'Cause I think when I first did it, I said I was going to make an update once I got more things situated. And things are now situated, so
I dedicate my body to science.
maybe I won't do a full video. We'll just do it on Hanging with Mangg next time or something, but...
Surrender or else. Sorry, I have to do this.
Alright, well...
This way.
So we've got more Fire Emblem, the rest of the Demon Core playthrough for Wrath of the Righteous, more Two Brothers Play with Total War. It's a really great game.
Don't hold back.
Did I mess up again?
Probably some more best games of all time.
Flesh wound.
Don't worry about me.
I'll try to
Could this happen?
I think I just died, actually. Oh, well, that's what I get for not paying attention whatsoever. We'll try to get Devil May Cry in there at some point. Did I get the Lord of Nothing DLC? Yeah, I had the Season Pass or whatever. So I have it. There's a Ghost Rider Cavalier. I saw that archetype, actually. Looked pretty cool. There's actually a bunch of archetypes. Looked pretty cool. They just, you know, that's why I voted for Wrath of the Righteous for, like, best labor of love, I think, for the Steam nomination stuff, Steam Awards. Yeah, labor of love, I voted for Wrath of the Righteous. Because, I mean, this game's a good number of years old. They still put out new DLC with a bunch of bug fixes and new archetypes, and yeah. Good stuff. Once the Demon Core playthrough is done, we have to wait till next Wednesday for the Rogue Trader embargo to go up. But once it does, I'll have a bunch of those videos ready to go, so those should be steady. I don't know if there's a little interim in there, whatever. We'll just upload more Fire Emblem or something, but... Then over on the Exploring series, you got a nice video about the Lord of Blood. Corn. Good stuff. Plenty of the color red. Lots of red. But I like, you know, if you look at the color palettes for the Nurgle video, the Zinch video, the Corn video, they're all very dedicated to a single color. Your favorite archetype is the which one? Because Hag Companion. Ooh. That does sound pretty cool. Alright. But thanks for joining me. Can I say if I enjoyed Rogue Trader? So far, yes. It is quite good. Especially if you like 40k. I think they have fucking nailed the 40k aesthetic and the writing and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so far it's really good. I don't know if it's going to have quite as much replayability as Wrath of the Righteous. I'm not, you know, we'll see. But yeah, so far, great CRPG. I don't know if that's technically like review embargo or I don't think so. But yeah, it's good. All right, so yeah, thanks to you all for joining me. Have a nice rest of your Sunday. My name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg. I'll see you fine folks next week.